Welcome to our second practical lesson. Today we will learn both Indian and French method of embroidery, applying sequences and beads. Thus, let us start from the curl using our metal threads, sequences and beads. Place a little lock on the lower part of the curl. Then set the bead on the needle of the hook like this and bind it with a stitch. This is an Indian principle of embroidery, when all the accessories are loosely placed on the needle and then bonded. Thus I face my embroidery from the front. Place a few loose stitches, and next I would like to place a sequin. Again I set it on the needle of the hook and bind. By leaving 5 to 6 loose stitches, I will place another bead. Like this. Thus continue embroidering the curl till it links with the stem. Then apply the closing lock. Cut the thread. And then secure the edges on the back side of the frame by twisting them around the embroidered chain. Now let us embroider the list entirely using our beads and the metal threads. Starting from its base, apply the lock small and accurate, and then I would like to place a little bead. And continue applying loose stitches. And now I'm simply binding the beads one to another one. Trying to place them with the same 2-3 millimeters frequency, following the drawn direction. If you can, you may place 2 beads together on the needle of the hook and try to supply it with a nail. On the upper side of the leaf, place a short loose stitch to the opposite side from the drawn line and then another stitch back in order to secure and sharpen the corner. Then continue placing beads and return to the base of the list. Secure the thread by an accurate lock. Then cut the thread and draw the edge to the back side of the frame. On the back side of the frame, twist the edge around the embroidered chain and then cut it on its base. Next we will exercise the French method of embroidery, and firstly we shall replace the threaded beads onto the bobbin. Cut one thread of the bundle of the beads on its base. Take one edge and link with the bobbin's edge. Just like this. Now empty the beads from the bundle to the bobbin. When done, untwine the edges by simply pulling the threads. The threaded bobbin is ready to use. Let us practice the French method by embroidering another little square next to the previous ones. However, I shall return my frame upside down and then draw it on the back side, like this. Place the threaded bobbin under the frame. Input the hook to the corner of the square and place a little lock. Then supply one bead. Catch the thread with a hook and pull out with a loop. Return to the front and repeat. Input, supply one bead, catch the thread, pull the tool out and repeat. At the top of the corner, input the needle to the opposite from the drawn line direction without a bead. Then return the hook and input another short stitch, also without a bead. Continue stitching with the beads following the drawn line till the next corner. Repeat the same process by placing 2 loose stitches in order to highlight and sharpen the corner, and then continue beading. One loose stitch, another one, and complete the square. Secure the edges as usual and cut the thread on the base. My square is ready. Try to repeat the same, emphasizing the sharp corners. Now I would like us to apply the same method on our pattern and embroider the larger list. Apply the little securing lock and bead the list till the top. When coming to the top of the list, try to set the beads as close to each other as possible. Then place one loose stitch to the opposite through the drawn line side, and then another loose stitch back. Now continue regular beading. Apply the lock and secure the edges. Like this, I would like you to repeat the same. Photograph your work and send it to me along with the questions or comments if you have.